Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I want to talk to everyone about something for a minute, because I still get a shitload of private messages from people on a daily basis asking me, is this person or that person natural? People asking me in the comments. And let me make this perfectly clear, guys. When I started the whole fake natty thing, I didn't actually want to do that, and it's really weird to me that I've been branded a hater, because generally, I don't give a fuck if anybody uses gear or not. I really don't. I just assume, by default, no moral judgment, that 90% of everybody's on gear. If they're an athlete, bodybuilder, model, whatever the fuck they are, I just assume they're on gear by default and assume a rare 1 in 10 just have great genetics, and I don't really differentiate between the two. And I go about my business. I've rarely given it, before doing that series, I would say I have probably spent no more than 10 seconds of my life at any given point thinking about if a person is on gear or not. I did that series because I was getting hundreds and hundreds of requests by people to do it. And I feel like I've taken a lot of bullets over this from my haters and critics and people who didn't like me doing that. And I don't feel like I've really done anybody a service by doing it. Because the reality is, at the end of the day, if you really need me to tell you who's on gear or not, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Because one, you're wasting so much time worried about who's on gear when it really doesn't matter for the most part. I know you guys think it matters, but it doesn't matter. And two, because you don't have any critical thinking skills. You are unable to look at a subject objectively, assess for yourself what probabilities of things are, and figure things out on your own. And I think that's sad that people need me to do that for them. Now, a lot of people have said, well, you're just confirming people's suspicions. Well, if they've got the suspicions, then they already know it's true. They shouldn't need me to confirm it. Because this is all just a business. The whole claiming natural thing is a business, and it stems out of sports. It's jumped over into bodybuilding. As far as I'm concerned, natural bodybuilding only exists for the purpose of selling supplements. That is really and truly what I believe. And I swear on my mother's grave that that is really what I believe. My deepest of beliefs. I don't think it exists for any other purpose. And that's not a knock to the handful of athletes who really are busting their ass and who believe in it and really are clean, who are holding their natural pro cards. But their industry is bullshit. So let me break it down for you, at least my take on it, so that you guys don't ever need to ask me again. Because I'm not answering these questions. The only people I will ever answer that question to, even in private, because I don't know that you won't use it against me and send it to a fucking lawyer, if I respond back to you, is if I personally know you and consider you to be a personal friend. So if that's not you, don't ask me. But let's break it down. If a person makes a living off of their athletic performance, they are almost certainly, with a high degree of probability, on performance-enhancing drugs. If a person makes a living off of their physique, even if that means they use their physique to market products, get sponsorships, to sell their expertise, there is a very high chance that they are on performance-enhancing drugs. It's that simple. And whether they are that rare minority who isn't, it doesn't matter, because they're probably so genetically gifted that just because they did something doesn't mean it's going to work for you anyways. And if someone has achieved some great degree of success and they're trying to sell you something, whether it's training methods that don't seem to have any proper scientific backing, or they're trying to sell you products, particularly supplements or a special diet, odds are you're being scammed. Plain and simple. That is the reality of the sports world and the fitness modeling world and the bodybuilding world that we live in today. The vast overwhelming majority are on drugs, and the vast overwhelming majority lie about it. Accept it, get over it, move on with your lives. I'm a grown man. I've been in this game for a very, very long time. I've worked with randomly tested athletes who undergo far more stringent tests than anybody in the natural bodybuilding world has ever undergone. And to me, somebody holding up a piece of paper saying they were drug tested, that's toilet paper. It has less value to me than toilet paper because it's not as comfortable on my ass. It might actually chafe my butthole. Even arguing with people about this serves no purpose, because if people lack the critical thinking skills, and they are so naive as to argue about this and believe the people when they scream about how natural they are and they're not on any drugs. If people are that naive and that stupid, we actually need people like this to keep our economy going, because these are the people who are going to fall for all the scams and all the bullshits, and they're going to buy all the junk that is produced, that gives other people jobs, gives us an economy, keeps things in circulation. We need these dumbasses. And I hate to say it, but it's sad but true, but for our economy to function, we need a bunch of dumb fucks in society who lack critical thinking skills. And until we change the way that we do economics and business and change our structure, that is a simple reality. We need 50% of the population to be dumb as fuck. And those people fall in that category, so there's no point in arguing with them. If they want to believe it, let them believe it. The only person they're hurting is themselves by throwing their money away, buying whatever products these people are sponsored by or endorsing or whatever it is. And as they say, a fool and his money will soon part. Don't waste your time and energy arguing with them. It's just not worth it. And I'm pretty well done arguing with these people about it. Oh, and one more thing before we end. Remember, guys, there is a new Facebook fan page. It's for Juggernaut Fitness TV. I could use a few more questions for the Monday Q&As tomorrow, so go there to the link below. It is the current status of the thing. Don't send it to me in a private message. Don't comment on the wall. Go straight to the status update saying Monday Q&A thread, and throw some more questions up there, guys. Alright, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot first.